Welcome to the post-show interview of episode 1858. Our guest today was Ryan Singer.
Hey.
Hey.
Ryan Singer dated a shapeshifter.
This was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. That's crazy.
How
do you walk around this earth dating a shape? This is crazy.
Well, some people think I'm crazy because I'm always in some kind of non-negative mood.
Right.
It's easy to be fascinated and full of wonder when you've had experiences like that.
The world has so many possibilities.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And it's and I'm very and it's likely I am very drawn to these kind of experiences and these kind of people. Whether it's I find women to be more empathetic and maybe more open to having some kind of psychic power or potentially, or they're just typically women have more like really strong nightmares than men in my experience from the people I've talked to. And I think it's maybe because they're more sensitive and open to the world.
Or do you think maybe they're more sensitive and they just understand you more and you feel more connected?
Yeah, that's probably true.
It doesn't have to be anything paranormal or out of whatever science that we know.
Or my connection to them?
Yeah.
That's possible. I've always been seeking maybe a female connection in my life as a man. It might stem from something to do with my mom, but
if you can get pregnant, would you get pregnant?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I'd want to do that. That's my gut reaction. No one's ever asked me that question before.
That's odd.
So my initial reaction, I think, is what I'm going to stick with because that was my gut there.
All right.
And that's where the baby would go.
Yeah, my gut rejected that baby.
So it must not.
I gotta say though, if you ask any woman, if we didn't have the power, if we had a power of choice, if somebody said to me, "You want to be pregnant?" I don't know that I'd say yes.
A girl is in front of you. Is in front of Ryan. This isn't slang when I say shapeshifter. She immediately gets 9 months pregnant. Then she goes back to normal. Let's say by the next day. Do you you're looking to have a baby? Do you think like, oh, I could have taken that?
I could have had
You
the
could have
moment.
had that.
Yeah.
And she's just messing with it.
Who knows? Who knows where that imaginary baby is now? I mean, I did put my head up to it and try to feel for kicks, but she said there was no kicking and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, I had my face up on it and everything.
How's she? What'd you say?
No, there's no kicking.
Yeah, how's
It's
she?
just a baby. She knows.
She's so sure there's no kicking. It just happened. Give it some time, sweetheart. You know what I mean?
Maybe the next one.
All right. Who knows?
Well, so a lot of the stuff that you said on your episode of Keith and the Girl might turn people off to you just saying that you're crazy, but you seem to have a very
Positive outlook.
yeah, and you're fine with how people perceive you.
Do you hear a baby right now?
I do hear that.
I don't.
Because we don't.
That's a ghost baby. Maybe that is the cries of that baby from 10 years ago, that one day baby. No, I think it's okay. I mean, I kind of walk around in bewilderment and wonderment. I mean, you could almost convince me that highway overpasses were built by aliens. I mean, when I look at stuff like that, I'm just like, how did people do this? I mean, I know they weren't. I know human beings built them up
And
and
there's
erected them.
there's an answer to that question. It's in books and universities.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But to be able to even figure that stuff out initially, like the math, these laws of the universe that always existed, and we discovered them almost like.
So you're amazed that people are
whopping-
smarter than you.
Someone just you just boiled me down. Oh my God, no! You just really boiled. That really really struck a lot of bells inside me when you just said that.
Well,
I'm amazed.
I'm a psychic.
I am amazed that everyone is smarter than me. It seems like. I walk around amazed by all this
I don't
stuff.
know how they make all these bridges and stuff. And somebody told me like, oh, you can look it up in books. And I go, oh, guess I'll never know all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
What a boring place to put this
there's people
fun
there's people
information.
living on a space station in space right now. Right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a website. It's called howmanypeopleareinspacerightnow.com. I check it a couple times a week.
How many we got?
6 right now. Last time I checked.
All right.
Well, the space program in America is dead. Unfortunately, it's the death. We're living in the death of the astronaut. That's what I call this time.
I would love for people to hear this episode of your show. It's Keith and the Girl, episode 1858. And I think it's really interesting, the things that you said. I really want some comments on the back and forth that we all had.
I got to be honest. I don't know. Like, I'm just convinced, and I think most people will be convinced. Like, you must be out there. I don't know. You had these experiences that you saw with your eyes. I have no idea.
Yeah,
and I don't mind being challenged on these things, by the way. I didn't mean to cut you off, but like when people are skeptical and all that, that's fine. You're allowed to. I mean, why wouldn't you be? You're just going to accept everything blindly. That's there's no discourse there. There's no enlightenment or fun.
We talked a lot about Banksy. What if you're Banksy? If I found out you're Banksy after all this?
Well, part of my argument on the show and in this clip was that you really are amazed by things and you admit that you would believe what people told you because you're just in awe of things that are bigger than you or that you don't know. So
He
kind of
saw a woman change. What does that have to do with being told something?
Oh, you should see some women on their period. Oh my goodness. It looks
I'll believe,
pregnant. I'll show you the next time I think that I look pregnant because it is fascinating. You'll rub my belly and think that you could hear. I'm going to call you up next time I have gas.
We'll make a vine of it.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Very nice seeing you. Thank you, Ryan.
Hey, great to meet you guys.
KeithAndTheGirl.com